Now, tonight's true story comes to us from Mary, and it's pretty urgent, so without further ado, this began a few months back. I keep a logbook by my bed to keep track of events, but for some reason, I noticed the clock ticking gradually louder and louder. I would wake up every morning around 2 a.m. I have arthritis and usually wake up around that time to take my medication to help me rest. So I turn on my iPad and watch a movie to try and distract me from my pain. One night, I inexplicably heard the tick, tick, ticking of a clock, steadily getting louder. I silenced my iPad and listened closely. I do have a clock in my bedroom, but it's totally silent. I got up and looked all over for the sound to no avail. But it is in that bedroom. This carries on for a few weeks every morning at around 3:15 a.m. About 3 weeks into this, I wake up as usual, took my Tylenol, and turned on my iPad. My dog is sound asleep on my legs. I noticed something in my peripheral vision. I turn my head, and standing there, less than 4 feet away from me in the middle of the room, is a young girl, maybe 5 years old. She has on a white nightgown, knee length, and she is barefoot. She has shoulder-length light brown hair. My dog is just watching her like I am looking at her. She then moves 3 steps forward and vanishes by my love seat. My dog is just wagging her tail, and she excitedly jumps down and goes to where the child had been standing and starts whining real low and still wagging her tail. When 3:15 came, this clock began ticking again, louder and louder. I wasn't afraid, but more awestruck. Now it's even worse since the nightmares have begun. In my dreams, I'm asleep and wake up. The house is totally dark. I grab my cell phone and turn on the flashlight. I slowly proceed into my bathroom. The light comes on low and dimly flickering. Something is behind me. It's very close. I can feel it. All at once, it touches my back firmly and with weight. I turn around and nothing is there. I can feel the presence of pure evil. I go into my front room and the hallway, and all the doors are open and the wind is howling outside. But this unseen evil presence is everywhere. I can smell decay. They say in dreams you can't smell things, but the overpowering smell of decay is so strong it burns my nostrils. I snatch up my small dogs and make a run for the door, and I somehow get on the porch. I head towards the gate, but it's already there waiting for me. I try calling my friend who has an RV parked on my land, but my phone has no reception. When I listen for a dial tone, it's the ticking of the clock. I'm terrified, and that's when I suddenly wake up screaming and trembling. I sit up on my bed, and the time is 3:15. I then lie back down, and the dream picks right back up right where it left off. Every night for the past 3 nights, this dream has reoccurred. Nothing changes. The same fear, the same oppressive presence of evil all around me. I at first thought maybe all of this was just in my imagination. Then one night when the clock started ticking, I recorded it until it stopped completely. There have been loud bangs on my doors in the house with nobody else around to make them. My friend was visiting me the other day, and as we sat in the front room, I felt compelled to tell him about what was going on. It's noon, but all at once the clock starts ticking away anyway, louder and louder. Then a crashing bang comes down the hallway. We just stared at one another. I am truly afraid to go to sleep at night now. I do live in the country. I'm a widow. I have never been afraid of the dark or being alone. but I feel like something is watching me. My dogs feel it as well. I have seen shadows moving across the floor. They sometimes appear to look like small animals darting across the room. I can't figure out why any of this is happening. I try to look at things with a rational mind, but something is not right here. As I lay awake with all the lights on, I can honestly say I am terrified. I know if I go back to sleep, the nightmare will start back up right where it left off. Wow, Mary, that sounds terrifying, and you are definitely in all of our thoughts and prayers. We are sending prayers and positive vibes for your deliverance from whatever is afflicting you. But Mary is looking for any help, anyone that has experience or knowledge or has gone through something similar. She'll probably be in the comments, or I can definitely be a go between. But please reach out to Mary. That has been Jay's Haunted Appalachia for tonight. Keep sending me your stories and suggestions, folks, and keep Appalachia haunted, y'all.